Hi, business management students. I sure miss seeing you. Instead of giving you a video on Friday, I'm delivering it to you midweek just to touch base with you. Also wanted to share with you my workspace. This is kind of a standing desk that I've made myself out of my credenza in my dining room. I also wanted you to admire my beautiful wall here. This is a beautiful mural painted by my college roommate. These are the wildflowers that are actually coming up in our woods right now. My roommate Kathy was an art major, and she was also in the choir, and I was a business management major playing volleyball, so we kind of had a unique mix. I know some of you are missing your roommates also. I miss you too. Just want to touch base on some of the things that we're doing. Today, or this week in week 4, you're working on chapter 11 and you're writing a journal about conflict. Don't forget to pull in some of those concepts. Don't just talk about conflict, but maybe how you would deal with conflict. What is your method of conflict? Do you always accommodate? Do you always give in to someone? Do you like to collaborate, work together? Are you one of those strong firstborns and your competition, you're going to be telling people what to do in conflict? Again, look at those methods of how we should solve conflict and learn how to use each one of those skills. No quiz this week, so that's cool. And you did have a learning module. Now next week, we're going to do a discussion post instead of a journal because I want you to share with each other about your cultures, about your town, about your family, about your living situation, and so we can learn more about each other. One of the things that I love about Greenville is the diversity. I've learned a lot about people living in different places, in different manners, so I want you to be sure and hear those from each other. So I'll explain that on Friday. Don't forget, all the information is under news, and it's also under content, and then under each week. There is one learning module next week, and I will also be assigning the Devil Wears Prada individual. Unfortunately, it has to be an individual assignment instead of a group assignment. I just thought that would be too hard to do that. It's a fun movie to watch. There's some great management that goes on there, and there's some terrible management that goes on. So you'll enjoy watching those and seeing some of those bad examples. Don't forget to keep working on your final paper. Again, you should have all your questions from every chapter. You should already have the person you're going to interview. The interview does need to be face-to-face. It can be virtual face-to-face like this, via Zoom, FaceTime, GChat, whatever you have, or face-to-face if it's somebody in your family, that is fine. But no, if you can help it, I'd rather it not be on a phone call, and please do not send the questions to your interviewer and make them write the answers back. That's giving them making them do too much of the work. You're the one to be doing the work, not your interviewee. Take good notes. Again, those notes are with 25 points. I'm looking at the quality of the questions and also how thoroughly you're writing down. You don't have to write down everything, but I should see that you have some of the main ideas. One other last thing about the final paper, you may not do it in a question and answer format. Please do not say, I first asked the question, what is your personality? And they answered. Question 2 was, how do you deal with conflict? And they said. Cannot be all quotes, cannot be just this Q&A. You need to get the information, synthesize it yourself, and then write each of those things in paragraphs. You can see an example in under content, under the final paper. There's a couple examples there. Please do not do what a student has done in the past, which is take one of those and then cut and paste some of it and pretend that there was somebody else's name that was doing the same thing and saying at their own paper. Okay, look, that's plagiarism. That's stupid. I can see that. It comes up on the Turnitin match. So please do your own work, which I know you will. So have a great day. Miss you. Keep in touch. Stop in office hours on Tuesdays, Thursdays just to say hi. And go Panthers.